Hello and welcome to another segment of DSU Inside Perspective. I'm Carlos Holmes, and this is the show in which we talk with faculty, staff, students, and people from the outside to talk about things that are going on in the world or things that are going on right here at Delaware State University that we all are proud of. One of the things we're really proud of is our Approaching Storm Marching Band. They represent us so well here on campus and in the community. And today I have Laquita Williams here, who is not only a member of the Approaching Storm Marching Band, but she is the drum major this year. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me, how did this come about, you becoming the drum major?
It was a quite interesting situation. There's one vote that truly matters, and it is our band director.
Randolph Johnson.
Yes, sir. And but the staff was talking about it over the summer, and interesting enough, a lot of people don't know, but Mr. Johnson asked me to assume the position when I was about a freshman or sophomore, but I felt like I wasn't ready to do that, and so I said no.
What was it about you that appealed to you? And that was your freshman year. What was that about you that appealed?
I worked my butt off. I came to practice. I was on time. I'd like to think I'm a very positive spirit, and my energy, I'm very helpful. I like to help people, and so I was one of the ones on the field. If you wasn't marching, I'm going to say pick your legs up and march, because I'm doing it, so should you.
Well, now that raises a whole interesting question on two different levels. Okay, let me start off with the physical demands of being a drum major. Now, HBCU marching bands, we're known for our physical approach, and that distinguishes us in a more rhythmic way from the other majority school bands. I guess that's a politically correct way of saying it, maybe. Okay, but for a drum major, now the physical demand is more strenuous.
Yes, it is. I put in a lot of work outside of practice. I'm practicing on my own before or after practice to make sure I'm together. And it's a lot of stuff that people don't see. Even some of my bandsmen don't necessarily see how much I do for this position. It's very time consuming, and yes, you have to be in shape, but it's kind of a different shape, not just going to the gym and working out, but kind of have to be flexible and kind of know how to dance, if you may. It's a lot.
Well, now that you mention that, I mean, do you do your own choreography? You've got a set of movements that you do on particular songs.
Yes.
You're doing your own choreography?
Some are standard, so some that we have in tradition. So there's this one cadence that I think the university even loves, and it's called Crackhead, but it's when we all get together and do the dance, and on the field you'll see the cheerleaders are doing it with it, and I as drum major lead it. And so we're doing, a little bob here, and then I might change it up, and we might throw in some old school. And then the last move that everyone loves is when you get low, and it's like the bam part, and that takes so much energy. I'm putting on a poker face, if you may, after I do it, because I'm exhausted, but you have to get low, and it's a lot of thrusting, if you may, but it's intense.
Wow.
It's very intense.
You talked about what essentially is leadership, and there's a leadership component to this also,
yes.
too. What is your leadership style with your band members?
I'd like to think I'm very approachable. I don't do a lot of yelling. I feel like that's not necessary unless I have to. So across the band, we're a big family, and we are very keen on respecting each other. And for that, they make it a lot easier on my job. In the past, drum majors have sometimes yelled a little more than me, and maybe I should be a little more aggressive. But I feel like if we all have an equal goal and a similar task, then that's not necessary for us to do. You know what you have to do to get the job done, and again, we're working for that similar purpose. So I'm just how do you say, I guess just the authoritative figure, but I'm not vindictive or very
Sounds like you lead more by example.
Yeah,
okay.
I prefer that way.
Well, let me ask you this. Now, your major is?
Mass communication.
Which concentration?
Convergence journalism.
Convergent. And
Yes,
what
sir.
year are you?
I'm a senior this year.
You're a senior.
Yes.
So what are your aspirations professionally once you get your diploma?
Professionally, I would love to go into broadcast journalism or even write for a magazine. I started writing a book of my own, of my life, and that's something that I've always wanted to do since I was younger. And yeah.
So how is this experience, and this is the last question, I think, how is this experience as drum major, how's this going to help you in your professional aspirations? How do you think that's going to?
Well, definitely one, being a leader, and like you said, leading by example. I like to put in the work and do the work, but also let others know that I'm willing to help them out to get to where they need to be. And so as far as my dreams, being in the spotlight, in theory, I love being in the spotlight, but this is, as drum major, it's new to me, but it's making me more comfortable with situations that I may haven't been comfortable with in the past. And so for that, it really makes me more marketable, I think, just knowing that even if I am a little intimidated, you won't see it. And I think that's very good, because who wants someone who isn't confident?
Right. And just so people know, the question may be out there, you are not the first female drum major.
No, I'm not.
And I believe Joy Davis, was she the first one?
Actually, she wasn't. We had one more, and we brought her back in '94. I can't quite remember her.
1994 was the time?
Yes,
No, okay.
in '94 was the time when Sergeant
But they've
Joy
been
Simmons,
mostly men.
Yes,
They've
in
been
the
mostly
past
men.
of 10 years plus. And
Well,
so-
we wish you the best of luck. I don't want to see no pulled muscles out there this year. Oh, don't even say
Can't
that. Don't
guarantee
even
it.
say
Let's
that.
knock on wood.
Yeah. Look for Laquita Williams out there on the field with the Approaching Storm Marching Band. Laquita, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for joining me for another segment of DSU Inside Perspective. Everybody have a good day.